I know they're gonna interview you.
Alright, so long story short, I'm dubbed as the youngest Puerto Rican rapper
First
in
of all,
hip hop history.
I thought you was white. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
alright. So my hip hop history, I'm on the first Beatnuts album. You know what I'm saying? I came through Pun,
I was about to
Akon,
say, so you know
Nori.
the goat.
You know, I've been there. I'm a part of that. I'm from the golden era for the Latinos.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Your Pun is.
So, but
To me, Pun, not to cut you off, he's one of the greatest of all time. Like
For sure.
They lyrically,
100%.
I don't think there's guys that got more credit on Still Alive that will not even close to his lyrics. Like his lyrics, I would see him like on a fucking Nas.
Yeah, for sure.
But even just holding,
What songs you did with him?
I didn't do songs with him. I was actually throughout his whole recording process of Capital Punishment. I was there.
All right.
Like he wanted me there. He seen me on Video Music Box when I was 15, and he's like, "Yo, you know, you like us, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's a fan of me, pretty much, like word." And he invited me to the studio every day, like every other day.
That's dope to be able to.
He
tell
was that dope.
Like
he was that dope as a person. If he fucked with you, he was like, "Yo, come to the studio." Like, you know what I'm saying? I got mad pun stories. We'll get into that. Y'all got a few pun stories.
Pun.
This is shit nobody got too, bro. I don't be on podcast talking.
Oh, so this is exclusive.
This is exclusive shit, bro.
Only on Power Talk Brooklyn.
Word up.
Shoot.
I'm more open to this stuff now that I'm pretty settled with my career, you know. Now I could really talk about my shit because I ain't really follow.
Because you got a story to tell. Like you have history.
Yeah, I'm on a different journey now. So that chapter I've closed and I could speak about it well. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Like I want to expose it now. You know, there's a lot of people.
Put it out there. Yeah, now people need to hear that story.
Hell yeah, especially Latinos, man.
Because that's that thing right now with how there isn't any.
We ain't got no power
nothing,
speakers,
nothing,
man. This shit is
nothing.
whack.
There's nothing.
This shit is whack.
There's no. You could really. Pun was the only. Cause not even.
Forget Pun.
Joe, like I don't.
Forget the rappers. I'm talking about people that empower.
That's true.
Forget the rappers.
That's true.
I'm talking about people that make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm not saying they don't make a difference, but
it's now like people like because we were just talking about the
we don't have a
comedian.
Malcolm X. We don't have a Farrakhan. We don't have a fucking. You know, nobody saying.
In the Latino world,
we don't have nobody saying there should be more Latinos on TV.
But no, he's more of a protecting. But actual speakers.
I'm talking about people that are demanding
and it's crazy because
that's the mission I'm on.
I say this a lot because I'm Puerto Rican. I'm like I'm not Latin enough for the Latin community, and I'm not urban enough for the urban community. So I feel like at the end of the day, I'm in my own lane. I do comedy, I do I do everything, podcasts, whatever. I like to make people hit me up like, oh my god, you made my day just by talking shit or saying something stupid. So I feel like at the end of the day, I don't promote them. Boston. I don't promote being
Boston's
Roxbury.
Word. Ready. Foul, not foul. I got a good foul.
Well, that's what we want.
You ended up going to In-N-Out Burger when you went to Vegas? I went to Vegas. I couldn't go. That shit was too packed. I'm like, was it worth it?
I went.
Yo, Max, you could drive?
I went to the outskirts.
Nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it wasn't a lot of people.
I was about to hit that Henny, boy.
You sure?
Woo! Nah, I'm good.
He can't drop. Yo,
nigga, it was so hot in Vegas. I'm talking about Buckle 6, Buckle 7.
Mind you, when I got to Vegas, I'm like, oh, it's nighttime, so I'm like, it's gonna be chilly. You're right, it's like a freaking sauna.
Oh, Max, you could do mine too. Oh, nah, my shit's dead.
No, definitely.
Oh, you got Android?
Nah, I got an iPhone.
Oh.
You got an iPhone charger somewhere?
Yeah, right here.
Where can I live?
If you really need it.
Papi, I'm done.
Got you.
Shit is done. Niggas had my homie. Niggas got the old school heads out.
And you speak Spanish, everything fluently?
Yeah. I could read Spanish, speak Spanish. I mean, not
dope.
very well, like in my own Brooklyn swag, you know. New Yorker. You know what I mean?
You Boricua though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, oh my god, I could have passed. I'm like, I thought he was white. I'm like, he's Puerto Rican. First Latino in hip hop.
Word. You gotta big it up for the guard, man. I've been putting in that work.
Yeah, Yeah, tell
Sometimes I feel like nobody really
we
like.
got stories, baby. Let's get
Yeah, like
it.
everybody.
Let's tell it on
Okay.
it.
You ready?
Tell it on it.
Everything's on?
1 sec. Alright, go.
That's on?
Yep.
That's what's up. Yo,
Yep.
this is Foul Talk Brooklyn. I'm your boy Chi. Give it up for Foul Talk.
It's Beva B. You know the vibes.
Word. Today we got a guest goes by the name of
Tito Grams, you already know. What up, what up, what up?
What up, what up? Give it up for Tito Grams. Shout out to Tito Grams. Give him a So
Let's get these flowers in.
yeah, that's a fact. We're gonna talk about all your accolades that you did in the industry, in the streets, all your stories.
I'm giving y'all an exclusive
That's what's up.
interview. Not a lot of people get to get me talk. I'm usually the one talking
No, that's what we
and
want.
answering the questions.
Oh, okay. I see what
I'm
you're
usually
saying.
the one, you know.
You're the interviewer.
Correct.
Oh, so you're on the
Okay.
other side of the spectrum
Okay.
today.
Facts, facts.
And we
Shout
got- we
out
were
to the whole
lucky
Breadroute.
ones.
You know what I'm
You know the
saying?
whole Breadroute family.
Shout out to
shout out.
Breadroute. You know what I'm saying? We're
4
gonna get
bricks in the building.
4 bricks. We're
Word.
gonna get into your story.
Yes.
You're gonna give it to us.
Word.
Let's start off from the top, from the
Yeah.
beginning, not the top. We're gonna start off from the beginning.
Okay.
So it's on you. It's your platform right now.
I mean, pretty much the beginning of my hip hop career. We could go date back to like maybe like 92.
Started off young.
The peak of hip hop.
Very young, you know what I'm saying? I was probably like 12, 13 when
12,
I started
13.
rapping.
In rap.
Yeah, and rap.
Okay.
But my sister introduced me to hip hop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She would listen to all types of hip hop songs and she be dancing, and she introduced me to like Roxanne Shante,
Okay.
KRS-One, MC Shan,
Okay.
LL Cool J posters all on the wall and shit like that. So like you grow up wanting to be these guys, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, my sister posting these dudes on the wall.
I think
That's
somebody
what I want to
know,
look like, you know,
my
the
man's
chain.
baby moms is
Feel me?
Roxanne Shante.
Word.
Yeah.
So like, you know, seeing my sister do that kind of like put me in that field of like wanting to be like an entertainer and shit.
What-
So I would write down raps. I would write down like Father MC raps, and then like another Bad Creation came out, and then it was like the Youngsters, and then it was the, you know, Illegal, and a lot of young groups were coming out, and I was just like looking at these kids, and I was like, I could do that.
Well, what artist or what inspired you, or what? Just your sister been
Just
with that?
that,
No,
that,
not
those-
specific in art, not a specific artist or specific.
Nah, not a specific
yeah.
artist, just hip hop, just the culture.
Okay.
You know, this was, you know, this was early '80s. You know what I'm saying? This is early '80s. I was outside at a young age. I was outside at like 7 years old.
Yeah.
You know, like no parents,
No, yeah,
guidance.
just
Like, I was
outside.
Yeah.
So it was your brothers and sisters that had the influence on you
Uh,
of the street.
my sister, my
Your
brothers
sister?
were locked up at a young age. My brothers
Okay.
were charged with a murder
Oh, wow.
when they were teenagers. So
Right.
they were locked up when I was a young kid.
Okay.
So that kind of gave me that tough persona, I guess, you know.
Right,
I
right.
was trying to be something I wasn't.
Right. Okay. Remember your first rap?
I kind of do. Let me see. I wouldn't know off the top.
No. I mean,
but I do know some of my first.
Okay.
work. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely do.
That's what's up, man.
I could definitely, you know, give some light on that.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Not now, not off the top. I gotta like, you know, think
yeah.
about it. It's a really,
gotta-
very, very long memory, bro.
Okay.
Like a million raps ago.
Okay.
It's 1990.
But you did a lot of raps, though, right?
Yeah.
No,
I
he
wrote
said
a
in the
lot.
80s,
Oh,
right?
the 80s.
Yeah, this is early 80s.
80s.
I mean, late 80s.
Late 80s, early 90s.
89,
Yeah, like when the
early
peak of hip hop
90s.
was
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
Yeah.
They used to take me to clubs, and I wasn't even allowed to get in. I was too young.
I hear a lot of stories about that out here. That
Yeah,
you could
I
get-
was
you
in
could've
clubs
get-
at like 10 years old. That's how I met the Beatnuts. I was like 11 years old. I met the Beatnuts outside of a club.
And you actually got a song with the Beatnuts, right?
Yeah, I'm on their album. I'm on their street level album.
Okay.
On a track called Sandwiches. And I
Sandwiches.
represent Park Slope on that track.
That's what's up.
That's a fact. You heard?
That's dope.
Youngest Puerto Rican
I
rapper.
was just about to say, youngest Puerto Rican rapper.
Fact.
Latino rapper.
The
You know what I'm
Latino,
saying?
you know,
You
Beatnuts, shout out to my
Boricua,
brothers, Psycho Les and Juju, because they were the ones that gave me the, you know, the blessings.
opportunity.
You know, the blessings. Just they put me under their wing. They gave me the battery in my back at like 11 years old. Just imagine like you watching these dudes on TV, 11 years old. I'm still watching wrestling. Macho Man, like rappers are fucking wrestlers to me at this time. So when you meet these dudes, they're like wrestlers. You know, that's the experience you get. And they just invite you to the studio.
So, what age you was when you made that that song with them?
I was 11.
11?
What?
And you was on that track?
Yep.
That's what's up.
I was 11 years old. That's
Hence
why
the youngest.
correct. Yeah, facts. And it's not like I was just rapping. Like I'm on a actual hip hop legendary project at that age. They took my vocals off, I guess, cause I don't know, but they left the intro. They left me on the record, and it was supposed to be me and Curious George and Psycho Les, and they took off Curious George's verse and took off my verse and just kept my intro.
Okay.
Word. So they still showed love and kept me in there. The intro was super fire.
Well, you remember the intro?
I was like, yo, this is the little lunatic from Park Slope. Fuck that. And it was like the song came on.
No, that's
It's called Sandwiches. Word.
Okay.
So you started at 11 years old, you said?
Yeah.
So what age you started listening to hip hop?
So like I was saying, I started listening around 7 probably. My sister introduced me to all these records, and I just got hypnotized. Like seeing her, how she reacted to these dudes, and they're on the posters, and it's just like that's what captivated me into like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
That's not ordinary.
And I was writing their raps. Like I would write their raps and like do it in, you know.
That's dope.
This shit was on 17th Street and not 17th Street. Prospect Avenue on 5th Avenue. Where Prospect and 5th Avenue cross.
Right.
There was a haunted house there.
Nah, I don't remember.
And there's a gift shop on 16th Street. There was a gift shop there. He owned that. And I used to perform in front of that haunted house. I used to perform It Takes Two by Milk is Chillin'. I used to perform It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. So the guy used to put, the dude used to put his whole setup outside with the speakers and all that, and I'll be rapping outside and bringing customers. I didn't even know I was bringing this motherfucker some money.
No visuals, no photos,
Yeah,
and nothing.
no,
from back in the days.
Nah, man, I got some photos, but I don't have no kind of recollection. That didn't exist, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That should mean so much, though,
It didn't exist. I have the memories. There's some small pictures.
I remember from
of me.
Park Slope was Siemens, and you remember the toy store next to Siemens?
Yeah.
That's where I used to go buy my G.I. Joes for $3.
You heard?
That's a fact, nigga.
Or the little green
So you know, like from that experience, you know what I mean? Like I started writing my raps, and I met my boy BY, who's a chef now, Chef Castro. Shout out to my bro.
Shout out.
Follow him on Instagram is Chef Felix Castro. He taught me how to write rhymes.
Okay.
He took me down and he showed me bars. He showed me how to write these raps. You know what I'm saying? And we did we kind of created a group. And
Which
then,
was?
I couldn't tell you the name of the group right now. But, you know, he introduced me to a DJ, and then we would, like, stay in the DJ's house and make records. Like, we were just making records. I didn't have a fucking clue of what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of generated. And then there was a club called Home Base. Do you remember a club called Home Base?
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah, that's a fact.
I performed in that club with Onyx, Double X Posse, and Positive K. I opened up for them, and the DJ was DJ Riz.
Okay.
Super DJ from back in the day.
So
I opened up for these acts.
What
when
was
I
more?
Fucking 12 years old.
That's crazy.
You're in the club
That's crazy.
opening for acts.
Club Home Base. I was in all the
Living the
clubs.
dream.
I was in
people at 12 years old.
Yeah, I was in Emerald City.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
That's throwback.
I was in Roseland.
So
I was in fucking the Tunnel.
the tunnel at 12.
I must probably 13,
13,
14.
crazy. So what was more better for you, writing your music or performing your music?
I like creating.
Creating?
I like creating. I liked it to perform, but I like to create. I like the ambiance of creating.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the ambiance of
That's
creating.
dope.
Performing brings in a different, you know, a different vibe.
Right.
You get into character.
Right.
You know, it's different. And when you're creating, I like the creative process more than the
Okay.
performance.
So you like the behind the scenes type of.
Yeah, that's
type
where
of-
I'm at now. I
Right.
learned in life as I got older who I wanted to be.
Right, who you
know what I'm
was,
saying?
yeah.
So you say you was in Beat Nuts. Also, you have history with Pun as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Pun, I met Pun through mutual friends. My boy Rich Player.
Okay.
Shout out to Rich Player, who's like Fat Joe's right hand man.
Right.
Yeah.
Football.
And my man Danny Fangs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They were really close with TS and them. And that's how I met Pun. Well, we went to a barbershop. He heard my songs. He was like, yo, that's just fire, son. He's like, yo, I remember you from the video music box, from the single I dropped called In a Cypher with Down and Dirty Tribe. It was played on video music box. We won fucking Battle of the Beats. Remember? I don't know if you remember Battle of
with
the
Angie
Beats.
and
That's a
Flex.
fact.
So
yeah.
we won Battle of the Beats like four nights in a row, and then we lost to King Just. We lost to King Just. So, you know, that whole thing was going on at that moment, and then so Pun noticed me from that, and then I bring, you know, he was like, yo, he gave me his number. He's like, yo, come to the studio. The studio was in Staten Island. I think it was called Emerald Studio or some shit like that.
Yeah, I had a little thing with Pun too. He used to come to our block. He used to deal with somebody. I don't even want to say his name because you know other people don't fuck with him. So
Behind the scenes, you talk about that.
behind the scenes, somebody.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we
That's
talk. But yeah, he used to come to the block. He used to come in actually a limo.
Word.
They used to fucking rap. We was kind of a little younger, but it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It was definitely dope. It's dope memories, man. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man, Pun, you know, like when I was, I kind of was like in maybe like 6 sessions in the Capital Punishment album. So I got to witness him record like a lot of songs.
Right.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? I bought him a bottle of Henny. Was like, yo, you going platinum, son? This shit's gonna pop. He's like, yeah, you think so? I'm like, nigga, you wildin'. Hell yeah.
Just different, right?
Word, this shit was crazy.
He represented for us too.
Yeah, nah, he definitely did, man. I remember I met Aaliyah in that studio.
Oh wow.
Dope.
Yeah, she was in that studio. I got to meet Aaliyah in that studio.
Basically legends.
I really get satisfaction from my hip hop experiences more than anything else.
It's dope because you were part of history.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit
So
is
it's like,
fun.
Definitely.
yeah, it's like
You know what I'm
listening. It's like,
saying?
oh my god,
Word.
say more. Like,
And
you know?
it's crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? So there was a time where I was in the studio with Pun, and his kids were in the studio, Chris and
Star.
and Star, just his, you know, brother, sister, whatever. They were playing. They were playing Dreamcast. The Dreamcast just came out. They had a
Sega.
fucking Dreamcast in the studio. And years later, I do a video for Chris Rivers. So that shit was like kind of crazy, you know, where how life just full circles, you know,
Universe.
from seeing him as a kid, hanging with his father.
Years later, you're
To
doing
years later, like, you know, he's a grown ass man, and then he, you know, he's reaching out to me to direct the video for him,
That's dope.
and it's about his pops. I think it's called what's that one called, Max? My Pops. It was called My Pops, right?
That's actually one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
From Chris Rivers, right? That's the one. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite
That might
songs.
be the one.
It has to, yeah. So we directed that video from, went to his house, and I got to see Pun's Earn and shit. You know, word.
So
That
you
shit
do
was
a
a
lot.
dope experience.
So you do a lot more than just rapping.
Oh hell
fucking-
yeah!
you
What,
do
bro? I did
visuals.
91.9 fucking FM radio.
Dope.
We published a magazine called The Next Level Magazine. I'm sure a lot of people heard of that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We did the magazine. We, you know, independent label, first Latin independent label. Back then, nobody had labels.
So you basically you're no longer rap, but you're still in the.
Yeah, I do managing. I do brand ambassador. I do a lot of branding. I help a lot of guys out.
Just did
you know,
a new
I connect
studio,
the dots. Yeah, I got
the
a new
Bodegas
studio.
to Bars.
Yep.
I like that. I like that idea.
So the studio is pretty dope. We got like we kind of like made a 1990s New York City's corner store look. You know,
Bodega.
I've seen that. I'm
Word.
like, ooh,
So it's
yeah.
inviting, and it's
You
kind
got
of
the
like
cat in there too, no?
nah, we don't got the cat. Yeah, we got it.
You don't got the cat.
I got an English bulldog named King.
That's
Word, but me and my partner Max, we built it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, y'all probably know Danny Cortez.
Danny Cortez. Oh yeah. That does all the little stuff.
My brother
yeah.
Chavito.
Yeah.
Chavito, I'm about to say, he's a rap
That's a
back in the
fact.
day.
That's a
So
fact. That's a fact.
Chavito, in my store,
Chavito back in the days.
I called him over to bless it
funny.
with all the effects
Dope.
on my store. So it's a very artistry place, you know, like a lot of
The
artists.
cultures, yeah.
Yeah, I was just
in
with
there,
them last week in the barbecue.
Oh, that's
My bad,
dope. He does a lot of dope
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fact.
So-
That's a fact.
I'm very
Chavito.
artistic, you know, with my
Word.
shit, and my
Early
studio is like
2000s.
it's very has a lot of artist shit in it.
Right,
Y'all gotta
right.
come through. I'm
definitely,
gonna interview
definitely.
y'all.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Interview y'all.
You would love that.
No, yeah, no, we chopped it up about that too. You know what I'm saying?
Red carpet, man. So, you know, I come up from a lot of things, man. You know, also, you know, with the pun thing and stuff like that. And then Nori is you know, I came up with Nori from his beginnings as
That's how I
well.
met him.
You know what I'm
remember,
saying?
we was talking about a little while ago.
So you was at the
That's
beginning
when I
with
met you.
Nori's. Was that his
Yeah,
beginning?
Nori's, all that.
Okay.
All of them.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's
That's dope.
family, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's dope. That's
Word.
dope.
So, you know, and then Akon and shit, you know.
Akon. Okay.
Word. So those are people that people know me from. Like when my name pops up, it'll either be from those guys.
All right.
You know.
And I seen you with
Legends,
Danny.
straight legends.
No, that's a
None
fact.
but
That's a
legends.
fact. That's a
Word.
fact.
Icons.
We
and the other rappers.
were with some legends the other day, right?
Brand Nubian.
Word.
Oh, of course. That's
Like,
I got a story with Brand Nubian. I used to see motherfucking Lord Jamal coming out of Underhill and Bergen getting them butterfly bags.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Getting that za.
Lord Jamal used to live on my block too by
No,
decaf
Lord
by
Jamal.
LG
It
and
was
all
Lord
that.
Jamal. I mean, Lord Jamal. Lord Jamal. He was the one. He used
It
to.
was Smith and Wesson. Was
Oh,
there
Tech
too,
is
right?
the homie.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, Tekken was there. Tekken was there, yeah.
Those are I grew up with Tech and them on some decent shit.
Hey, I don't have the best boot camp story.
What's the
I'm
nice
drunk.
and smooth guy?
Alright? I don't have the
Craig
best
Nice?
boot camp story.
No.
I do have.
Greg Nice. Yeah.
Craig
All
Nice
right.
or
Yeah, Greg.
the other one.
Yeah,
Smooth
Craig.
I do
something
have a
smooth.
good story. I got great stories for y'all because this is gonna bring it back a little bit.
All right.
So, in the mix of me doing the beat nuts thing, I had a little run with young black teenagers, which I was opening up
Tap the
shows
bottle
for
and
young.
twist the
Correct. I was performing with them that record, and then DJ Scribble took me under his wing, and started taking me to shows with them, and I met Black Moon. You know what I'm saying? And then I started moving with Black Moon because they, Buckshot's stepbrother, God rest his soul, my man, he passed away not long ago. But he introduced us to them. And then we was on like Video Music Box, and it just started spring. Like a lot of things happened. Like I'm telling it now, but these are things like before pun type shit that I
Right.
was with Black Moon, young black teenagers type shit. You know what I mean? I came up with them too. You know what I mean?
So what catapulted your career as you was growing up? You know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
streets.
The streets?
Yeah, just being into the
Just
streets,
meeting
hustling in
people
the
and
streets.
shit like
Not
that?
even meeting, but yeah, meeting people, but being really involved in the streets,
Okay.
hustling, like being them niggas. We from out here. This my hood where we at right now. 13th Street, 5th Avenue, Park Slope. You know what I mean? CMB, fam, niggas know what's up.
CMB?
We ran streets.
CMB?
CMB,
Okay. What that stand for?
Cash Money Brothers.
Okay.
Cash Money Boricuas.
They had Cash Money
Mike,
Brothers doing
Shout
outside
out, you
of
know,
the
shout out
town,
my
too.
brother Mike and Amen Ross. You know what I mean? Like niggas spill blood on them streets for real. You know, niggas know what's up.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
we had from 9th Street to 14th Street was ours. It's a fact. Big facts.
So you was in
Not only not
in the tall buildings on 9th Street?
Nah, not that, not
Okay.
them. After that,
After that,
10th Street. I would say I'm not even
When
gonna
the
say 9th Street because I'm gonna give that building. Them niggas ran 9th Street.
Okay.
I'm talking 10th Street
By Burger
to
King.
14th Street.
When Burger King was there?
Yeah, from Burger King. That's a quiet block though.
That's a minute
It's a
ago.
quiet block.
That's a
Nigga,
fact.
Yeah, the
That-
diner across the street. You know what I'm saying? The
that
little
was Burger
newsstand
King.
right
Yeah,
there. You
That's
feel
a
me?
fact.
I used to live on 12th Street.
We used to
Get out of here,
Yo,
bro.
listen.
Get in.
Matter of fact, we burnt them dudes in 9th
was
Street,
just a
the
little
big
kid,
building.
though.
We
I
burnt
was
them
just-
niggas for money in basketball. Them niggas would know what's up.
Okay.
We used to go in there and play basketball.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But anyway, so we had from 10th Street to 14th Street, right? and then from 6th Avenue to 3rd Avenue. That was us.
That's what's up.
But you turned everything around because now you help the streets. You would
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
for
work
sure.
with the
Yeah,
kids, you would
100%.
think. So that's dope. Like how
100%.
you used to be in the streets,
100%.
now you work to get kids off the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Because I was
part
that.
of the part right
I
there.
was that. I got fucking harassed by police. You know, I've been through all of that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want kids coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going through that shit.
Facts.
So,
There's a lot.
who else was part of the industry that was down with you, basically?
What do you mean?
That rock with you. Was there anybody else that was in the industry that was down with you?
Not people that were down with me were just down with me. Like I had my own shit going
just
on.
for the streets, basically.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no others. But I came like, you know, shout out my brother, rest in peace, Pumpkinhead. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a nigga from our hood, from Park Slope that put in work. AL Lyric, you know what I'm saying? He would pop up, you know what I mean? AL Lyric, a lot of people, you know.
So what are you doing now? Like, what's your thing now? Because I know you do a little bit of everything. You have your businesses.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? We got the bud shit. Shout out to my bro Joey Bando.
The strain,
We got Bando
what's the strain?
Farms.
Okay, Bando.
You know, we're working on a brand called Bando Farms. We've been working it for a while. Shout out my brother Joey Bando. So we deal with a lot of exotic buds. You know what I'm saying?
Just
And we
no
just moving the
specific
motion.
strand, just a different type of strand.
We're not doing like, we don't
It's
have
just-
our own strand. We just got some really good.
It's just the name, basically.
The farm is growing
Okay.
really good bud.
Okay.
You know what pisses me off? How we like now?
Niggas, they lying.
No,
they lying.
it
Trust
pisses
me.
me
Nah, they
off.
lying. Trust me. They
We
got
grew up
booth.
in the era that we had to like wait for a plug for 2 hours for weed. Like we had to do all this shit. And these kids nowadays, they get it right there. Boom. The other day I
Hold
seen
on.
a news
They got
stand cookies.
Superman now.
I
They
like
got
that.
Superman.
We got Superman. But they're
You
really
in my era.
like.
That's a fact.
They're
That's a fact.
I
really
don't know if
like.
she was in our era.
Nah,
But
she's
back in the
younger.
day,
I'm
listen,
37.
back in the
We had
day,
the mix and all that.
weed
yeah?
stores are old.
Yeah.
We've been going to the store to get weed.
See out
shit is
here.
old.
That's out here.
Now,
You was
just now.
you was
Now it's
outside.
just legal.
Hey, yo,
That's what
Tito,
I'm saying.
the
But we had to
old
wait. We had to
video
go in.
store.
We had to hide. We had to. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
was
Now
getting your
it's
money's
like,
worth. You know, it
everybody's
wasn't
smoking outside on
inflation.
every
You know
corner,
what I'm
like
saying?
nothing.
No.
But
The
I
green
like,
was the green.
I'm okay with it now, but I'm saying like
You
you know
go
we
in the
had to
store,
go through the struggle.
We used to go to a store and they had one can of soda and one chip in it.
Oh, nice. And then that's it. They'll get the
That's it. Just in a rolling window
see
with a
Dave
Jamaican. Yeah, man, what you
You ain't
want,
see
man?
Dave Chappelle?
Yo, let me get a dime.
Black ass.
It's a fact.
See, no, that happened to me when I said I go into the.
I want to name some weed spots. Under Hill and Bergen,
Oh,
Franklin
okay.
and Classen.
That's
See,
a
let me
fact.
wait.
Franklin and Classen.
Espérate.
Yeah, Franklin and Classen.
Are those still
That's a
up?
fact. They had the big 50s.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
are they-
like this.
Are they still up?
Niggas
Let me
had
get the
Tyson
address.
on Bedford and Gates.
Tyson,
Come on,
that's a
Bedford and
fact.
Gates, Hancock and Evergreen,
That's all-
Palmetto
that's all
Evergreen,
Bedford.
Wilson and Hancock.
Tyson. Facts.
Yeah. Shout out to all whoever was there. Shout out to all y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas
My
had the bud.
my nigga's memory was bad, but when
But
he
yeah,
said
man,
the
I mean,
weed
yo-
spots, he named more of them.
He's like, I can't recall mine. I can tell you all the
Brooklyn
places.
nigga.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Listen, I'm a Brooklyn nigga from Jersey, and I'm a Jersey nigga from Brooklyn.
a fact.
We bridge that. Like my family bridged New York and Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like we was.
I'm about to start using that cheat though. I'm a Boston girl from Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn girl from Boston.
Other shit like, we can't get
Hoboken,
the time
shot.
right.
You know what I mean? That's what we
That's a
at.
fact. That's a fact. That's what we
So
hear.
with the,
You know
like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying?
with the buzz shit, we just doing some really. We about service. We're about customer service. We're about client service. We're
Quality.
about giving quality, good, organic
what's
bud.
up.
We're not
I wish I
about.
smoked.
We don't have a certain strain, but we're working on a big collab right now with a super huge brand. So I don't really want to talk too much about it, but it's on. It's on.
It's on. It's gonna be
It's
Gasolina.
on.
That's what's up. That's
So
what's
you
up.
know, shout out to the whole Bando Farms, and we got other subdivisions that we're working on, branding and stuff like
That's
that.
dope.
Toasties and Quality Smoke, or there's other people who want to get into the business that
Right,
they need some
right.
direction and shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So that's what we do. We show them how to
Okay, no
brand
haraka being sold out here.
So if somebody wanted to get into the business, how
we would help them out.
That's what's up.
You know, with for a little bag, we consulted. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's dope.
Nothing's free, you heard?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But we got the right, you know, we got the right people. My partner is he's the one that really, you know, put this together, and he knows what he's really doing hands on when it comes to like the
legit
marijuana,
shit.
the medical, and all
Okay.
that shit.
Tino Grand's been around.
I manage it.
A lot of years, you heard?
You've been out in the street for 12 years old, man.
Nigga.
That's crazy.
I left when I was 15, y'all. I quit. I was like done when I was like 16. I
He
swear to
retired at
God.
16.
I swear to everything I love.
I ain't in the front. You know,
Yeah.
I swear to
mans know him.
everything I
Well,
love.
my mans know your brother.
For sure, Goongi. Niggas know what's up. We put it out.
We actually do the coalition. We do the construction.
That's a fact. They
You already-
outside, but
Yeah,
we
you
put
already-
blood on these
Yeah,
streets.
no, that's a fact.
Matter of fact,
You
the
already know.
first funeral
You know
I
that.
ever went to, I forgot the kid's name, but it was from the coalition. Something happened. It was a long time ago. That was the first. But that's family, like niggas.
No, that's a
family.
fact.
We
That's a
put-
fact. That's a fact.
We put work out in the streets, man. I'm just the flagship. I'm just the voice for the ones that don't got it.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I mean? For
Like
those
I told you
brothers.
on the text, man. You know what I'm saying? We're here. We're here.
Fact, man.
Good conversations.
I wanna say rest in peace to Meg. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I wanna
fact.
say rest in peace
I
to
wanna-
the homie.
I want to say RIP to Megs. I want to say RIP to my nigga Black, my nigga John Boy. He just passed away.
Rest in peace. A lot of our brothers, we lost a lot of brothers through the
And
pandemic.
God bless us. You know what I'm saying? Mental
That's a
health is
fact.
something
But,
serious. You know what I'm saying?
we deal
Like,
with a
That's
lot
why we
of
say
shit.
any day above ground is always a good day.
That's a
I
fact.
deal with
You know
mental
what I'm
health. You know what I mean? I
That's
deal
what's
with that
up.
shit. I ain't come up easy. That shit
I don't,
tough.
Anthony, I feel like
you gotta have
anybody
good
that
people
does,
around you.
yes,
That's a fact.
that's true.
Have good
While
people
we
around you.
try to
Positive
build
things.
this platform, it's not about the big niggas that's come through. It's about I built this not for nothing for the little niggas that didn't have a platform to have a voice. You know what I'm saying? So now having certain people on the platform
Make somebody like, oh shoot,
like, oh
like,
shit,
yeah,
you know, I
we
want to
got
be on
them,
this
yeah.
platform. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And I give
yeah.
them this chance. It's like that's what's up.
I just wanted, you know, I'm in the area, so I just wanted to big up the homie. He put a lot of work in, you know. Got to keep his name up, you heard?
Megs,
RIP my brother, you
that's a
already-
fact.
Yeah, yeah.
Megs,
Real nigga shit. I got him on my arm, nigga.
nah,
Real nigga shit.
I
bro.
appreciate that dude. You know what I'm
Hold your
saying?
own. It says
I
hold your
love
own,
my
nigga.
hood, like Park Slope, and even, you know, like it wasn't always peaceful with other people, but a lot of them dudes all
And I'm not
deserve
even
their
from
flowers,
that side,
man.
I'm
You
from
know what I'm
the
saying?
side,
A lot of
nigga.
dudes
What?
put it in, man. You know what I'm saying?
As I met him, I say he just united a lot of people that even didn't fuck with each other.
No, that's a fact. That's
Yo,
why. That's same as
We
me.
coming together.
That's how
you know
I
what I'm
am.
saying?
I'm a unifying person.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what the people know me for. I'm a very unifying person.
But I think that's what you want to be known as. Like now we could say Meg brought people together that nobody really thought. Like you
Official.
said, small circle
Official.
or friendships and
Yo, Meg, bro.
relationships.
Yo,
So
I can say something because I came up with Meg. I met him when he came home after whatever he did, right? He brought in gang members like killer niggas that when they went to his shop
It's about
and
respect.
you had drama, that shit was dead, nigga.
It's about respect.
and neutralize, yeah, neutral. Yeah. That's
When you came to 52nd and 6, all that shit was dead, nigga.
That's you know
That's a
those days are
That's a
kind of
fact.
over. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What
see
we
that
did.
out
My
like
brother.
that.
Hey, you know
I got
what?
him on my arm.
You know what it
and
is?
I didn't grow up in Sunset. I grew up in Bed-Stuy.
That's a fact.
I got my man on my arm, bro.
And you know what's
He
sad?
impacted me that much, my nigga. I put that nigga on my arm.
I used to go to.
You know what's sad? That
This is his family, right?
you know what's sad that we lost a dude like him.
We lost a general. We lost a real
what I'm saying?
nigga.
That's a
For
fact.
real, bro.
It's sad.
But he impacted.
No, that's a fact.
people.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He was a good dude. He did a, you know.
Yo,
this,
hey,
that,
everybody
and
got
that.
their shit.
Everybody has their
There's
own.
always somebody that's gonna
Everybody
hate,
got
of
their
course.
shit.
But
No one likes
for the
everybody.
niggas that he loved and the niggas that knew him,
I ain't really know Meg like that.
nigga.
I ain't know Meg like that.
he was
I
official.
know he saluted me though, and I saluted
Facts.
him.
That's a
You know what I'm
blessing.
saying?
Like,
He's
like
official.
I think
dude,
I've
bro.
been to the barbershop before.
same thing like
And
you
I think
said.
he had invited me to the barbershop before.
Nah,
I
he
think
had his
I
own
think he had
store,
invited
wasn't
me.
even a barbershop.
Not a barbershop,
Studio.
it was a shop.
It was
My bad.
studio. Slash
My bad,
studio.
my bad. It was a
Facts,
studio.
facts,
Yeah, I think he
Slash
had
studio.
a booth.
The booth.
Correct,
It was
correct,
called
correct,
the booth.
correct. He had
And we had
I just
the
never made it.
studio.
I
We
just
had the
never made it.
booth in the back if he wanted to spit too and all that.
Yeah, and my story with him was he came on the podcast, right?
Thanks.
He again, I'm gonna say it again. He broke Cortez, but not even
Shout out
that.
to Cortez. That's
Well,
my nigga.
Yo, you see
He
this?
broke Cortez, and
Goon, you see this on the
but my regret was that we were supposed to do something in the
Yo,
booth.
Tino, cut it out.
We were supposed to do something, a podcast in the booth, and nobody expected him to pass away. You know what I'm saying, like that.
No.
So it was just something like,
Off for the
no,
COVID, like what?
now we be there. You know what I'm saying? He
No,
wanted
I'm
to.
saying nobody expected him to pass over the.
Hey, man, you know what?
COVID, like,
At the end of the
like
day,
at
man,
the
you
time,
know,
we didn't think
That's
it
why
was
we gotta
serious.
appreciate this man right now.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
What we're here to do is just keep
Amen.
brothers' names alive and their legacies and continue to just
That's a
preach
fact.
on what
That's
they're
for-
trying
that's
to do.
for
That's a
over.
fact.
Because if not, it's a
As
waste.
long as
That's
we
a fact.
living,
That's a fact. Our memories
We
gotta be
gotta keep
good.
that
Not no
memory
fucking
alive, you know?
negativities.
That's what
Everything
I'm out
gotta be
here for,
good.
man. I want people to talk about me later, you heard? That's a fact.
That's why you on here,
To
though.
talk to me
Yo,
for, you know what I'm saying? I want people to talk about me for
Yeah,
100 years.
literally,
That's a fact.
you're
That's
a
fact.
young
That's a
legend.
fact.
Like,
Nigga was a legend already, like at
at
15.
10
nigga,
years
fuck
old, he
you
was
talking
already.
about. He was with Nori and these niggas when they was
He
doing
had a
Tia
big
with
nut.
Rob.
All right, so what is this about right here? What is this about? Because I got a foul story.
You wanna
The
give us
foul
a
talk?
foul?
What is this?
What is this about?
Talk your foul shit, nigga.
Foul talk is a platform for
No,
people
I'm
to
saying
express
this.
them.
What is this about?
This is for foul stories. Whatever
Yeah,
foul
facts.
shit you want to talk about, that's
Alright,
what
so
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
do.
give y'all some game, alright?
Alright, talk that
Game
foul
or
shit,
some
you
foul
know?
shit?
Some-
It's both. It's a little both, but it's funny.
Okay,
Alright, so
alright.
that's
So
even better.
foul, funny.
I'm gonna put you onto some hip hop history. How's this?
That's
Oh,
what's
that's
up.
even
Some
better.
Let's go.
insider hip hop history that nobody knows.
Let's go.
But
Let's
me
go.
and Nori.
Let's go.
Oh, lit.
Let's go.
Nori calls me the foulest nigga he knows. He's like, you're the foulest nigga I know. And a lot of people call me the foulest nigga they know.
So you're on the perfect
You're
platform.
in foul talk.
Yeah,
So give us
I do unintentional foul shit.
Oh, jeez. Unintentional.
Yeah, unintentionally.
Sin
Some
querer
pop
I'm not a
shit.
foul
Sin
nigga.
querer
But that's
queriendo.
the
Nah, it's just
That's some
Tito
plug
Grand
slow.
foul nigga shit.
I know Tito when he had like
So,
a
so that's one.
fake
That's
Suburban
one.
truck.
That's one. That was an expedition.
Thanks for this.
No,
No,
before
it's
the
foul, it's
expedition,
foul,
it wasn't an expedition, nigga.
Then it had to be a Sequoia.
That's what it was, nigga.
Yeah, a Sequoia. That was bigger.
Yeah, but that's what it was. Oh, yeah, it probably
fire.
was. But that's what it was fire. At the time, nigga, it was fire. Talk about 2000,
Dan, you lost me. Hold up, you lost me.
Now, go ahead,
The foulest nigga you know is me. I'm the foulest nigga you know. That name was given to me from Nori. Now you know the logo on Nori's chain, the Thugged Out Militainment.
Okay.
He said that's me. So yeah, that's me on the
I
chain.
believe that. I believe that.
I mean that's what he said.
That's what he
When I met
said.
him, he was already in tune with them niggas.
That's the
That
that's my
That's-
brother.
that's dope.
Shout out to the whole Drink Champs, Smoke Champs
Thanks.
family.
super fan.
You know my brother down.
I know he just came out with a record too. I'm like, Nori came out with a record.
yeah, they
he
family.
retired, but that nigga don't play.
They family.
Nah, he got hits. He definitely got hits.
Yeah, that nigga definitely got
Yo, that's funny. I see Nori, but he always looks like he's surprised in every picture.
So that was your story. The
Yeah, when
foulest
it comes
nigga.
to foul, yeah, I'm the foulest nigga you know. You heard? So you holla at me.
That's
Now I'm gonna tell you why he called me the foulest nigga though. He don't eat pork. So one day I got some food and we got some sandwiches and I offered him some pork rinds and shit.
That's foul.
He's like, yo, you's a foul nigga, yo, you's the foulest nigga I
You know I
know.
don't eat pork.
he had a story like that with Big Pun too.
Yeah.
There were pork
but
chops and
some shit like that,
Yeah,
So, nah, my shit was pork rinds and
pork
chips.
wraps. That's
Chips. He's like, yo, Grants, you's a foul ass nigga.
Nah, shout out to Nori, man.
So you also get a lot of recommendations in your city too, Hoboken.
Yeah.
So you just got what
No,
recognition
we did a long time ago. I did a youth services in my hood. You know, I'm raised in the projects over there, Andrew Jackson projects in Hoboken.
Dope.
That's where my father's from. So I would always frequent Brooklyn, and you know, like I went to John Jay High School, and then I got kicked out of that high school. I went to high school with Gavin, Foxy Brown's brother.
Okay.
I was with him,
Homie.
and then I got shipped to Jersey because I was bad over there. So I got shipped to Jersey.
Pero bueno, no?
And then, you know, that's where I got signed to my record deal that propelled me.
Okay. So that was a blessing.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's dope. That's dope.
I smoked blunts with Guru.
Okay.
Shout out to that. You know, rest in peace.
R.P. Gangstar.
R.P. Gangstar. You know.
Rest in peace. That's dope.
D&D Studios. We've wrecked that place.
What other 5 stories you got?
I used to smoke a lot of Branson weed. Then we used to, in the D&D Studios.
I was outside,
crazy.
my bag. I was outside at that time, you heard?
You was outside?
Billy, he knows everything.
Like,
Damn.
Like, boy, I was outside, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I should bring some history to the show, you know?
No, definitely,
dope.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm doing now is just, is yet to be seen, you know? I don't really like to talk about things that I'm currently doing because it's not done yet, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, what the future holds for me is what God wants, you know?
Right.
But
So,
what I've done before is all, you know.
so how you feel about the youth now?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
I think it's pretty cool, man. I mean, other than I think the only thing we having a problem with is the dissing the dead and name dropping in songs, you know. And as we know, back in the day, as much as rappers used to go at it with each other, they didn't cross that line, because as you see now, what happens, you know.
You get a game. Dissing Eminem.
Nah, but that's not serious. That's not serious. I'm talking about the youth.
No, yeah,
These kids are killing
they don't-
each other
They don't
over
have
songs.
respect.
You know,
Yeah,
that's a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not jacking that at all.
What message you got for the youth?
Just don't say people's names in songs. Say what you gotta say and say it your way. Say your message, be creative with it. People get their message across, you know what I'm saying? But don't say no name. Don't diss dead people when people die, you know, it's like it's not good. That's ain't cool.
That's a
Let
fact.
people
That's a
rest,
fact.
you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
That's it's just shock value, and a lot of these kids are like, you know, they calling for it. It's like we said, mental health. Like some kids are like suicidal in a way, so they'll do it in their music and let it just come to them. You know what I'm saying? They really don't think of
It's
the
one thing is
consequence.
expressing themselves, but sometimes not realizing.
There's
that
like a
their
13-year-old that
music
got
is-
stabbed in the freaking in the train station.
Oh, that's a
you
fact.
know, he dropped the song dissing someone that, you know, and they got it. Like, it's real. If you're not ready for that, bro, like,
It's different. It's different.
shit real.
No, and the way
I'm 42 for a reason.
So
You heard?
what you think is the
I'm
difference?
42 for a reason.
What you think is the
Because you
difference from back in the days to now?
That.
Just.
We knew better. We know when it's on. We know what we know. These kids don't know about they don't know about it. You know what I mean?
But
It's
why?
different.
Why?
I blame it on older niggas.
Social media.
Nah, just blame it on people
Us?
around them, parents. Yeah,
You
niggas
blame
like
it on
us.
our era?
Not really. Not my era. The era after us. You know what I'm saying? I think
I feel like the era
us.
after would be
It's the
is
young
more.
niggas that's wild.
They're more prone to like
You
the
know?
money when they don't have it. They talk about all this stuff that they really don't. When back in our days we were talking.
You know, there's a lot of morals and respect that.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely
There's
morals.
things that ain't implied into these kids. I think gang culture kind of shifted a lot of
The respect.
down, yeah.
things. You know, a lot of direction. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gang culture.
Gang culture.
Yeah,
Is that-
100%.
But gang culture, you feel it's watered down?
It is. I do.
It was just a question. You know what I'm saying? I feel it
I don't
is.
think
It is.
gang culture is watered down because, you know, I'm from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up. If you from the 90s and like 93, 94, 95, you know, if you was really in the streets, you was really getting locked up, you're gonna intertwine with these things, you know what I'm saying? So where I see it now is like it's more a fashion than it is.
So it's watered down.
I wouldn't say watered down. I would say it's just misdirected because it's still out there. There's still Bloods, there's still Crips, there's still Land Kings, they still banging.
Yeah, you still got real
Right,
niggas,
saying?
Right, but
It's more watered
There's
down.
no-
though.
if what we mean by watered down, if the same morals and principles not there, then it gets watered down. If
Well, nah,
You
I
just-
think
if-
so.
if-
I was watching some YouTube, right, and what happened is the recruiting became watered down.
right, so
You know, the values that were kept and the, you know, amongst each other, like certain people could be it, and then you got motherfuckers just doing it for protection, and you got motherfuckers buying their way in. You got this, you got that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's watered down. That's watered down.
I just don't like to use that word.
No,
Because I just know it's active. You know what I'm saying?
It's active.
Well, it's active, yes, because it's at the
not
it's
that
not as,
watered down don't mean it's dangerous.
It's
You know
still
what I'm saying?
dangerous.
No.
It's very dangerous.
Watered down is just meaning that everybody is doing it. Everybody is using
if 10 of us in here and 2 of us is real, and the rest becomes part of that gang culture.
Yeah.
Becomes watered down because those 2 is
Like,
the real niggas. You know what I'm saying?
All right, look, like for instance, like, you know, when Jim and them was around back in the day, it was everything was blood. New York was blood, and then now it's like Crip, you know, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like 169 did that. It just turned the whole. It shifted the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You can't put the blame on that kid though.
No, I'm talking about the media and what's portrayed out there. What's feeding the kids.
Social media.
They're jacking. Like, this is what's cool. This is what it is. This is. But just because social media is doing it, it stops it with the OG saying, "Nah, little homie, you can't be doing this."
Yeah, but
you know, this is not for you. I'm just saying.
That's when the disrespect comes, because they don't respect the older generation.
Why I say that is because back in the days, it's like you had to listen to OG because he will beat your ass. Nowadays, I will blow your head off. That OG, what? Nigga, I will smoke your ass.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy
because the younger boys respect money, man. If you got money, you're an OG to listen to. But if you're an OG with nothing to... If you're an OG that is solid, maybe a solid OG.
Respected.
But if you ain't got no bread, you a bum.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They're not gonna respect the fucking 20 years of hard work you put in the streets. They see money. They don't see respect.
That's a fact.
So you know what they do?
That's a fact.
They go to they start relying on cowards. Cowards with money to guide them.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And send them on these kamikazes. This is what I'm saying.
Send them on those stupid missions.
Brother.
That's
I'm
a fact.
from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm from it. I'm inactive.
No,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
agree with
I
that.
changed little gangsters, niggas' lives. They don't want to be gangsters no more. They got jobs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Well, it makes sense though.
Dead
you know what I'm saying?
serious.
But you gotta make sense to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Make it make sense.
You gotta be able to tell them niggas.
You could be a gang member. I know a lot of straightforward gang member niggas that will fucking go out there and pop your top. But them niggas
they work their 9 to 5, they do their life like a normal person.
If you're gonna change their life, you gotta make sure you're gonna be like, listen.
I also know a lot of gang members that fucking you gotta be with 100 niggas because fucking I'll smack the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But if you trying to change these little niggas, the little gangsters' lives, I think you have to have a proposal for them so they won't depend on the hustle shit.
Nah,
they gotta respect you and so, they gotta listen to you.
So life, you gotta have something to be able to change the nigga life.
Nah, B, it's not that easy, pai.
I'm not saying it's easy.
It's not.
No, I'm not. Yo, Tito, I'm not saying
they changed this kid's life. He still decided to.
I'm not saying it's easy. But you gotta give them something else to fall upon.
They trying to prove something.
A nigga from the street, all they know is selling drugs, robbing niggas. We doing this, we doing that. So if a nigga like you come up to me, nigga say I'ma change your life. How you gonna change my life when I know I can rob a nigga and book a nigga and get 15,000 in 5 minutes?
It's on us though. Look, it's on us.
That's how them niggas is thinking.
It's on us to validate what's cool and what's not.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? These kids are looking to do what's cool to the other niggas. So if robbing niggas and putting work in and shooting niggas is what's gonna make that nigga that's gonna make that nigga, when I come down my house, it's gonna make that nigga I've been looking up to say, yo, that little nigga's a shooter. That's what they looking for. Validation. That's all they want. They want to come out their house for the next nigga to say he's a shooter. But he broke, he ain't got no money, he lives with his mother.
I don't even care about that shit nowadays.
Yeah, it's true.
So this is what, you want to stop that? You want to stop that though? If you want to stop that,
it's a fact.
It starts with the niggas that validating these young niggas.
The shooter.
It's us.
It's like, yo, you
Because
a shooter,
we
little
the
nigga. I don't
we
even
the
want you
OGs
around
in
me.
Yeah,
these
because
little niggas.
When it goes
you're
to that,
It's
liability.
supposed to be us.
When it goes to that, it changes the narrative. When you like, yo, homie, I don't really fuck with you. You gang banging. Yo, little, I ain't fucking with you. You busting you robbing people. Like, nah, I ain't fucking with that. Like that shit, we don't jack niggas. That's coward culture. When we start that, these little niggas will change up because it's
But
like, yo, that
it's
shit ain't
us.
cool.
It's
I'll
our
be
age.
embarrassed to rob somebody now.
Yeah, but
I'll be
Tino,
embarrassed to punch
yo,
somebody in the
but Tino, but
face.
it's our
Always
age
been like
era that's
My pops
supposed to
always told me
steer them
that.
niggas that way. Because they only respecting our age. These little niggas is running down on niggas our age right now, beating these niggas up because them niggas not respecting it. But if
No,
niggas
I'ma
like
tell
us,
you
getting younger
but
and
listen,
younger,
younger. But if niggas like us, our age right now, really show that to them young niggas, they might be able to agree with that and move with that, bro.
You know what? Truthfully, I
fuck with the
don't
older
even
niggas.
believe that. I think social media just fucked everything so
I said
much
that a
up.
long time ago. Social
You know what I'm
media,
saying?
that
Social
shit
media-
Social
fried
media
niggas'
is a
brains
big
different.
influence.
I think it fucks so much shit up, and it just becomes the blame on us.
Yeah, but we could, you again.
We could try, yes.
people like
Nah,
us that
I'm
the
have
only
these
reason why,
platforms.
hold on, can I
just
say
cancel.
something? The only reason why I put the blame on us, because us is still out here. We still watch these little niggas.
but they don't
we
gotta
still
respect.
barbecue on the block in front of these little niggas. We don't check these little niggas.
That's
we
not
be like,
true, man.
Nigga, nah, I'm not
That's
saying
not true.
everybody, but the majority,
That's not
we be
true.
like, yo, fuck that. We gonna barbecue. Yo, this little nigga, man, I ain't fucking with these little niggas.
You know what
You know
it
what I'm
is?
saying?
It's just like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop started. We just hit what 50 years in hip hop.
49.
49.
49.
Yeah,
Okay.
50 if it's
so,
next year. Facts.
So the longevity in hip hop was so long. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, you couldn't have that longevity. Now you can have that
No, that's a
longevity.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because we
Only a
extended
selective
ourselves.
Because you niggas gotta remember at the end of the day, and I said this in our interview, it's 95% business, 5% music. If you don't got the business aspect of the game, you will never be able to make it to the 20 years, bro.
No, that's a fact.
You know
That's
what I'm
a fact.
saying?
I'm not
You
saying
gotta
that.
be business
I'm not,
savvy
I'm
too.
not saying that.
And it's good because a lot of these young
I'm not
niggas
saying
coming
that.
up,
'Cause-
they actually
'cause
know a little
I-
bit. Because of niggas like us, like Tito, you know, he kind of school niggas and all that.
No,
show
but
niggas that path.
what I'm
But
trying to say
a lot
is
of
like
niggas don't know that.
niggas in our era, we had a certain type of thing. Our mentality was totally different.
Our era's done.
We was
We
more
on some
morals
dope.
and stuff like that. Cause
yeah.
these niggas, we at the end of the day, we still had that little fear in us. These
Facts.
little niggas don't have that fear in them.
No.
There's no
You
way.
know what I'm
don't.
saying?
They
It's
don't.
like,
They
I'm
don't.
not following you, nigga. Like, fuck it. I don't give a
What
fuck
happened-
what you
Yo,
say.
fuck
nigga.
you, SMD.
You know what I'm saying?
You be like, yo, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
And
word.
Not that you
Bro,
was
that
a sucker because we
No,
had
bro,
fear
you
because we
Big
was
son,
my
soon
son
as you
uses that
say
word.
SM, you was
I
getting
cringe
hands
up,
and
yeah.
I
fists.
say that's
I cringe up. I'd be like,
But
yo, don't talk like that around me.
Yeah,
dog.
but then you know what's crazy, Tito? Now it's so cool that you got girls saying that
I
you
said-
SMD,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's different.
Fuck you talking
It's
about?
different,
And I'm
bro.
like,
Oh my God.
It's different.
I'm
now.
girls.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So,
girls.
I don't think it's it's
hell
us,
no.
but I think
girls
it's more
is
social
different.
media though. You know what I'm saying? The influence is like
Yeah.
I don't gotta respect y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Because
yeah.
back in the days, you respect your pops, your moms.
That's what I said before. It goes to a respect level. At our time, it was a respect level. Now there's no respect
Yeah,
level.
but
They don't give a fuck.
it goes to a
You know
point
what I'm
that
saying?
it
They
goes
gonna
to
respect some violence,
Hey,
though.
Yeah, we're gonna respect.
No,
saying?
violence always respect
Yeah,
violence.
they do,
gonna
but
respect some
always
violence.
go.
Yeah, but
to
what extent?
But those
when
are-
you're
To what
already
extent, though?
situated, but when
They
you're already
respect it, trust me,
situated,
man.
yo, Tito,
No, but you gotta kill the nigga. How you gonna
Yeah, but
respect
then
it
I'm
though?
dead.
but listen,
That's
The
what
next
they
nigga's
doing.
gonna try to kill you.
That's
It's just
what they're doing in Chicago, bro.
But it's
That's what
no,
these
but
kids are
Chicago
ready to
different,
start.
bro. All them niggas
Okay.
gang banging. Them niggas.
How
Then
can you
half
say?
of these
how can
kids that
you-
they got shooters and all that stuff, when it comes down to
tell you
when
this.
they get arrested or they do something that they're crying like little girls.
Listen to this. How can you say that they respect it? All right, you killed my man, and I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
kill
saying
you.
the respect
So
level
how
is
can
different.
you say that
The
violence
respect level?
is causing that respect? Because
No,
if you
ain't
kill
no
my man,
respect
I'm
level
gonna kill
no
you.
more. Chito, ain't no respect level
No,
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 more.
How could you say that-
I said
that's a respect?
People, what I'm saying is the outside respects violence.
No violence always respect.
Oh yeah,
violence.
yeah. But Nowadays, it's like what I'm trying to say. You killed my man. Now I'm gonna kill you or kill one of yours. How can you say that's a respect level?
That's what they driving on.
But it's not respect. I can't.
But we respect it, brother. That's the
sad part that we respect and they don't.
When we catch a body, we like, yo, homie, a killer. He a body snatch. Niggas respect that for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
It's like jail nowadays. While we say
I ain't gonna say I respect it because I only respect a dude who has done that for a reason.
For a reason, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But
a dude that's out there shooting and hitting innocent people, or stole somebody's chain, or the dude that
we not hitting our target. We gonna spray the block. I'm gonna spray the block. No, I'm gonna hit. God forbid him over there. You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm targeting.
What we talking about, everybody on Foul Talk, you heard what we talking about is like kind of change how we change the narrative in the streets, how to calm down, how to calm down the tension between these kids out there. What solutions do we have?
We're here for you.
I say a lot comes with not having resources and people. As I was talking to her before, that's like us Latinos, we don't have power. Voices out there doing things for our communities, bringing our young Latin kids in.
Talk them,
you know what I'm saying? Like they do with the black kids, and you know that we just gotta really get to that type of conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because people are scared to talk like that. You know what I mean? We black too, but we Latinos. We have a certain agenda as well. You know what I mean? We can't just be following y'all wave and what y'all I respect that. I like to watch Farrakhan speeches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
it makes sense.
It's controversial.
If it makes sense, that's
some people don't like him, some people do. I'm an open book. I like to listen to people speak. But you don't know how many times I wish I had a Latin brother as strong as Farrakhan. Fighting for our rights. And I actually have to...
We do,
I look at him. Because I like some of the shit he say. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll look at another day and I'll be like, yeah, I like what he said. You know, I pick pieces off people.
I'll be so combos too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but... Do we know him?
Nigga, like, come on, son. Like,
I mean, he was speaking the way he was speaking.
I'm talking about guys right now.
No, facts.
I'm talking about guys right now, young guys who really want to put stain in the community, more Latin shows on TV,
somebody who's
more
Latin,
active in the streets.
That's us, though. It should be us.
That should be us.
Like, I think Ken Star should be on TV already. I think, you know, like things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, our Latino people get kind of like put in the Spanish restaurant all the time.
And we could be part of the Dito. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, but at the end of the day, we've been
that
part of this culture since day one.
Yeah, but nobody gives us the credit that we...
Fact. We don't get credit.
Puerto Ricans and black
from the beginning.
Been in this culture since day one.
Yes.
Talking about rappers.
Yes.
You got Puerto Rican rappers when the first rapper was rapping.
That's a fact.
You talking about graffiti on the wall. You talking about breakdance. Puerto Ricans and
Puerto Ricans. Listen,
this
Puerto
is why a
Ricans
lot
are
of the
African
young culture,
slaves.
they don't know that though.
Everybody.
Puerto Ricans are African slaves.
That's a fact.
We come from.
We are Taino. We are African descent. We are everything.
So we're gonna carry their dances, their lingo. Everything
we're
because
around that. That's what we know.
But we have our own agenda.
But we mix it.
We have our own flag.
But
we have our own.
It's like.
You know, we got the Puerto Rican twist. You heard?
So we have to. We have to talk more for us, and we have to bring more power to us, so that we could uplift a show like this. We need a show like mine. We need a strong Latino guy who got a lot of money and says, "Hey, these guys got a voice. They're Latinos. Let's put our back behind them." That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else. I'm talking about the culture.
Yeah,
that's
you know, Fat Joe been on the top of the totem pole for a long time. He earned that.
He's not talking about that.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
As a
Latino. You know who talks about that though? You know who talks about that? I want to say John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
Oh, he's one of the goats.
Lemon.
Yeah, he is one
Lemon,
that.
Yeah, for sure.
Lemon. Danny Hastings.
I'm gonna give y'all some real shit. Y'all want to hear some real shit?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Lemon.
That's what's up.
Back in the day.
What Lemon?
Lemon Anderson.
John Jay.
That was my fucking classmate.
Yeah, I was there.
Fucking crazy.
back in the day, we had drama. We had real beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit got ugly. So years later, as I get older, you know, this is teenage shit. Teenage high school
Yeah,
beef.
niggas is
Stupidity
knuckleheads,
shit.
teenagers.
Stupid
Knucklehead,
shit.
yeah.
Knucklehead
I had a lot of
shit.
drama with
Territory
niggas
shit.
that I'm cool with now.
You know what I'm saying?
We done shot each
They
other.
put it
got
where we
shot,
put
all
work.
that,
You know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
put work.
Yeah.
Years later go by, I'm chilling with my man Rick. Rick's like, yo, I'm going to this guy, Lemon. He's doing a show. And like a Broadway type shit. I look at him like, I know this nigga, like, Lemon, like, you know what I mean? It's had bad drama, but me and Lemon were cool. Kind of separated because our peoples didn't like each other, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I go to the show, and in his show, he details our beef.
Dope.
And he says, in his show, he's like, one of the guys that I'm talking about is in this, is watching us today.
Dope.
Word. I was like, I was really like, oh,
But how did that situation play out, and how did you feel though? Because that
I
could
felt-
have been.
I felt
know
very
that could have
humble.
been
Nah,
weird. It could have been good.
I felt humble and I felt peaceful because I wanted peace. I wanted to let him know, like,
So that was like
there
the
is
end
no-
of
Yeah,
it.
because it
Cause
could
you
have went
learned
any
that.
way
Yeah.
with somebody else.
You know,
Yeah,
in life,
that's
it's
dope
like
though.
not
That's dope,
everybody
T.
that you
Word.
fight with is your enemy.
No.
Nah.
Correct.
Sometimes it's
Some of them niggas be your
It was
best
scary,
friends for
yo,
the
listen,
rest
Not
of your
everybody
life.
that you helped you is your friend.
Is your friend.
It was a
Facts.
scary.
You
It
know what I'm
was.
saying?
I wouldn't say scary, but it was. I had thoughts
That something
that
could,
things
yeah.
could go left. I'm sure he did too.
So in
But-
that moment, that was like the end of you guys' beef or
It was more of a close. Because I didn't have no personal.
And
But
I
at the
really
end of the day,
spoke
it was,
about
yeah,
it.
exactly. But it was more
I
like,
didn't-
all right,
yeah.
that's it. We're leaving it. We're just bygones be
Yeah, it was
bygones,
really,
whatever.
just
type
really
of,
dope that
Yeah.
at that moment he didn't know I was going there. So his show and what he was doing had something to do with our real life, and for me to be there and watch it was really dope. And shout out to Lemon,
That's
he's
dope.
fucking a genius dude.
Yo, shout out to you, bro.
No,
Cause
that's-
you been around my
You've been in the
nigga,
game
like,
for years.
That's a
You
young
got flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to
Actually,
Tito
one day he was
Grams,
on
you know what I'm
live,
saying?
and he
Yeah.
seen me, and he was like, "What's
Tito
up?"
Grams
You know,
is
like he
official,
called me
bro.
about my government and everything.
Yeah.
So I told him I sent him a message. I was like, "Yo, I need you on my show," and he said he would do it, but it's just
He'll do it one day.
that's
do
what
it
he
one day.
said. That's the word he said.
Yeah, he's
One
very
day I'm
humble.
gonna
This
do
guy's
it, but
fucking,
he's a
you know, he's
busy
like
dude.
Spike Lee. But
Yeah,
again,
definitely.
for our
Spike
Latinos,
Lee
you see how he's
grown.
not. A lot of people won't know him though. He's not on the forefront. People don't brag. We don't brag about him too much.
And
We don't
should.
brag about him too
We
much.
should
I
though.
tell him all
That's
the
crazy.
time.
I'm gonna
No,
keep
that's
it
a
real.
fact. That's a
I
fact.
told-
We don't
that's
brag
how
about
we
him
should,
too
guys.
much.
That's what's
Us
crazy.
as Latinos, us as
He
niggas
wrote for
with,
LeBron. He
that we
wrote
out
for a lot
there.
of people.
We
No,
don't
yeah.
brag about that brother too
He
much. We don't brag about.
He did so many.
Motherfuckers probably
commercials.
don't brag about me too. We
narrating
need to
them.
brag about each other
Facts.
and bring each other up and
That's
show
what-
people that
that's
this
what
is
this
what we got.
platform
Foul
is
Talk
for.
Brooklyn
That's
podcast, the Breadroute podcast.
Blessings.
We all
Five
gotta
Brother
come together
concert,
and
you heard?
build because there's enough room for all of us. There's enough
Everybody.
money for all of us.
Facts.
Facts.
That we just
Everybody's
that's what we
gonna
gotta
eat
do.
regardless. So
He definitely does a lot of ghostwriting.
That's dope.
And-
That's dope.
A lot of times when I've text him and say, "Yo, is that you?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like,
Yeah, that's a
"Motherfucker, God bless you."
I've asked him to come to my show too. You know, he'll come one day.
One day.
You know, one
That's
day it'll
what's
call
up.
for it. You know what I'm saying?
And time is right.
Hell yeah, timing is everything.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you guys, you know, bring me to the show and give my
Yo,
story.
Thank you.
already
I
know.
appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for coming.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
that shit's
Foul
fire.
talk, you heard?
That's
Little
right in my
history
lane.
hip hop
Foul
lesson
talk,
up
you
in
heard?
this bitch.
Yo, listen,
You
you
know,
heard?
happy birthday hip hop. You
Yeah,
know the
man.
vibes.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's
man,
a fact,
shit,
man.
There's
You
so
know,
much more, you know.
you
So much
definitely
more
gotta
to say.
take-
I got a lot of things coming.
Nah,
you know.
God,
A lot
man.
of things. A lot of things.
Talk
I'm
your
working
tongue
on.
before we end this shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like
You
I said,
good.
we got Bando Farms, the Bud brand. You know, that shit's rocking. We about to do a lot of events. Stay tuned for that. You can follow us at bando.farms. And then mine is Tito Grams Official.
I already found.
Then we got at the Breadroute. You know what I'm saying? Then we got at Fort_Bricks with a Z. That's the production and shit like that.
Dope.
You know, then we got my son, Noah Ashton. doing the music and shit. So follow her.
Nice.
Definitely,
Get it too, you heard?
Definitely. Tell them follow us if or
Yeah,
send me
yeah,
the
I'll have
link
them
or
come up.
whatever,
I have them
you
come
know what
up.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Definitely
if
got
I
you,
left
you know
anybody
what I'm
out, man, sorry about that.
No,
but
that's,
you know,
that happens. You know.
my team is my
Hey,
team.
yo,
you
Tino
know?
Grams exclusive.
Grams.
Foul Talk Brooklyn, you heard?
Word, appreciate you, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
you, you know. Appreciate you, definitely.
I can say.
I haven't done that in a while since
it's the
COVID. I don't
COVID,
really
not
like too quick.
Remember,
Now
you
all
got the Sharpie?
restrictions
Restrictions are over.
You
Bro.
I didn't know,
I
man.
just found out the
Yo,
CDC
thank you,
said
my
you don't
brother.
have to be
God
6 feet apart
God bless
anymore.
you.
Like, what the fuck?
Nah, I'll be staying away from the females.
Now it's
God.
Sound family. Yeah.
It's been a while, you know what I mean? Like, yo.
Yeah,
Tag.
Tag the banners.
Oh,
you know what I'm
word.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Carlo!
Do I gotta get this little long-headed nigga?
Take some flick.
What? I look like a cameraman, nigga?
Today you are.
Oh, shit. Foul Talk. Yo.
Fam.
Nah, you know I got you, brother. It's all love.